Ohio restaurants under pressure. Governor DeWine threatening to shut them down again if Ohio doesn't get the coronavirus under control.
And his announcement leading to some very tough questions during his news conference today.
Since closing bars and restaurants in Ohio is still on the table as a possibility, can you share the scientific data and contact tracing that?
As far as the evidence from bars, look, I looked at some things today, reports. We've got evidence. There's spread in bars. There is spread in restaurants. Is there spread other places? Absolutely.
The governor said he'll decide whether to shut them down in 1 week. But in the meantime, establishments are fighting to find ways to make customers and staff feel safe. News 5's Amanda Van Allen shows us the steps 2 restaurants are taking.
They're making sure everyone who steps foot into Rusty Bucket Restaurant and Tavern in Solon and all of its locations are safe.
We fully anticipated some people have an apprehension about going inside when it got colder.
Jim Sauter, Rusty Bucket's vice president, says they just took a really big step and installed air filtration systems. You can't see or hear them, but the system that's hooked up to the HVAC is supposed to knock out more than 99% of airborne pathogens, including viruses like COVID-19.
It's pretty sound investment considering the situation that we're in right now, but we'll also make our restaurants healthier and safer for the future as well.
And of course, that's not all this restaurant is doing. They've spaced out tables, put up plexiglass, have sanitizing stations all over, and of course, do lots of takeout.
We used to dabble in curbside carryout. Now we've made that kind of the way we do business.
The Rusty Bucket isn't the only restaurant with this new air filtration system. Parallax in Cleveland has had one installed since it reopened, and it says it has been worth the investment.
I wanted, number one, the public to feel safe and be safe. And number two, my staff to be safe.
Zach Burrell is the chef and owner of Parallax and a few other well-known Cleveland area restaurants. He says since day one, he hasn't messed around with safety, and he's not going to start now.
No one can walk into the restaurant without a mask on. No one.
Both restaurants are taking these precautions even as more shutdown orders could be coming. Governor DeWine announced yesterday if the COVID surge continues, he will be shutting down restaurants again.
We're in the middle of a spike, and this has been going on for a while. He did the right thing, and he's trying to lead, and there hasn't been many leaders.
We're obviously in business to serve guests, and that's how we make a living. But that said, you don't compromise your goals in that with safety.
Amanda Van Allen, News 5.